This is the YITAHOME 24,000 BTU mini split air conditioner heat pump system. The indoor unit looks clean and modern. A slim white housing, about 37 inches wide, with tight seams and a low profile that blends into a wall without drawing attention. The outdoor condenser has a compact, utilitarian metal shell. In my hands, it felt a bit lightweight, which made me curious about long-term durability, but it's neatly put together and easy to place on a small pad. From my experience, the unboxing gave me a clear sense of what this model tries to do. It came in 2 boxes, well-packed, with the core components protected. I appreciated that the kit included the essentials: the indoor air handler, the outdoor condenser pre-charged with R32 refrigerant, the line sets, the copper pipes that move refrigerant between the units, the communication cable, and the drain. That's a big deal for a ductless install, because hunting for matching parts is where a lot of people get stuck. I did notice some small omissions that seasoned buyers might expect, like a wall remote holder, rubber pads for the condenser feet, and protective side caps for the gas connections. None of these are deal breakers, but I had to source them myself. I also found one missing screw on the outdoor terminal block. I replaced it from my parts bin and moved on. Not a showstopper, but it points to quality control that isn't as tight as premium brands. The manufacturer states this should be installed by a licensed HVAC tech. That's the official guidance and the safest route. I chose to install it myself with care and the right tools. If you're new to mini splits, a few terms help. The line set uses flare fittings, which are metal-to-metal connections you tighten precisely. Too loose or too tight can cause leaks. I used nylog on the flares and a torque wrench to hit the specified values. Before releasing refrigerant from the outdoor unit, I pulled a deep vacuum with a pump and gauge set to remove air and moisture from the lines. That step protects efficiency and the compressor's life. I wired a dedicated 220-volt circuit with a weatherproof disconnect and placed the condenser on a level concrete pad to cut down vibration and noise. My Wi-Fi dongle arrived faulty, but support sent a replacement quickly and it paired fine with the app. Once it fired up, performance stood out. This is a 24,000 BTU system, which in plain terms means it can move a lot of heat. 1 ton equals 12,000 BTU, so this is a 2-ton unit, sized for up to around 1,500 square feet in many layouts. Key features that matter to me are the 18.5 SEER2 efficiency rating, the inverter compressor, and the wide operating range. SEER2 is a seasonal efficiency score. Higher means more cooling for the energy used. An inverter compressor modulates its speed smoothly instead of cycling hard on and off, which avoids energy spikes and keeps temperatures more stable. In my opinion, that's what makes this model feel calm and consistent in daily use. I watched it pull a stuffy space from 80 degrees Fahrenheit down into the low 60s in under an hour, and it held set points nicely in both cooling and heating. The spec says it runs from about -5 degrees Fahrenheit to 118 degrees Fahrenheit outdoors. From my experience in a cold snap and a heat wave, it didn't complain.
Noise is where I smiled most. The indoor unit is whispery on low and still modest on turbo, easily TV friendly. The outdoor unit sat under 50 decibels in my yard, which in simple terms is quieter than a typical conversation. Compared to an old window shaker I replaced, the difference is night and day for comfort. Smart control is solid. The app is straightforward and Alexa support worked after the dongle swap. I liked having modes for cool, heat, dry, that's dehumidify, auto, and fan, plus a 24-hour timer. The self-clean cycle helps reduce gunk on the coils. One feature in the app that I keep coming back to is the ability to cap compressor power. If you're trying not to trip a breaker, balancing a small generator, or just trimming usage during mild weather, setting a limit is handy. The included remote displays your set temperature, not the room temperature. Using iFEEL makes the remote act as the thermostat by reading its built-in sensor. That delivered better accuracy for me. Build quality is a mix. The indoor unit's plastics are tight and look nice. The outdoor metal feels thin to me, which may be how YITAHOME keeps costs down. I don't think it affects immediate performance, though I'm planning to use a condenser cover in winter and check fasteners once a year. Documentation is serviceable, but not polished. I ran into some phrasing that was clearly translated and had to cross-check a few steps with general HVAC references. The included parts got me most of the way there, but I bought a remote holder, rubber pads for the feet, and caps for the service ports to finish it the way I wanted. On energy use, the inverter behavior showed up on my bill. I replaced multiple old window units with this single system and saw a noticeable drop. I can't promise your numbers because homes and climates vary, but the 18.5 SEER2 claim tracks with how often I heard the compressor cruising at low speed instead of blasting at full tilt. It's perfect for big bedrooms, basements, garages you actually want to use year-round, and open living spaces where ductwork is a pain. The 4D airflow, which just means both horizontal and vertical swing, throws air far enough that I didn't feel hot or cold spots out to the other side of a long room. The 50-foot reach claim makes sense in that context. There are trade-offs. I've already mentioned small QC misses and a faulty Wi-Fi dongle. I also think parts availability years down the road could be a question mark compared to dealer-installed premium brands. If you put a lot of value on a long local service network, that matters. The good news is, the listed warranty is 5 years on parts and 7 on the compressor, which is competitive for this price tier, assuming you follow the installed requirements. From my experience, the success of this model comes from doing the install right. If you're not equipped with a vacuum pump, manifold gauges, and a torque wrench, and if tightening flare fittings to spec sounds stressful, I'd recommend this for homeowners who have a trusted HVAC tech willing to install customer-supplied equipment. You'll still save compared to many full retail options and get the performance this hardware can deliver. If you are a careful DIYer with the tools and patience, this unit can absolutely shine. Either way, don't skip the vacuum step and don't guess on torque. Key features that stood out to me are the quiet operation under 50 dB, the efficient 18.5 SEER2 inverter performance, the wide heating and cooling range, the simple app with power limiting, the iFEEL accuracy boost, and the included line set that makes planning easier. The areas I'd keep an eye on are small quality control inconsistencies, the lighter outdoor metal, and the clarity of some documentation. In my opinion, those are acceptable compromises for the price if you plan ahead and finish the install with a few extra accessories. I'd recommend this for anyone chasing strong year-round comfort in a single zone up to around 1,500 square feet, who either has professional help lined up or is confident with HVAC best practices. It's also a great step up for multiple window units, both for noise and efficiency. If you are after a full white glove experience and a brand with deep local dealer support, this may not be your match. In conclusion, the YITAHOME 24,000 BTU mini split delivers real performance, very low noise, and useful smart control in a package that feels like a great value when the install is done correctly. It's not perfect, but it is impressive for the money. Treat the installation as the heart of the project, and you'll get the comfort and efficiency this system promises. If this video helped, please subscribe and drop your questions or your own experience in the comments. Thank you for watching.